In this tutorial, we will go over how to sign in, set up, and start using KChat. To access the KChat app, go to the products, and under products, click on KChat. You can see the button under the KChat description. Click on that, and it's going to take you directly to the KChat website. It's kchat.website. You can also get there directly. To sign in, you don't need to register. You can use your Kurator account ID, email, and password to sign into your KChat app. Now let's sign in and see how it all works. When you first log into KChat, you're offered a free trial so you can test to see how it works. The free trials do not renew themselves. You get 20 responses. You can upload one knowledge base, create one chatbot, and retrain it once. To get started, the first thing that you need to do is you need to upload a knowledge base from Kurator. Let's take a look and see how that works. First, your knowledge base is limited to 100,000 tokens, but that's quite a number of posts that you can add. Inside of Kurator, I have created an export file, and these are the files that you need to sync content from Kurator to KChat. So this file is called Optimal Access. I've added my tutorials, and these tutorials are YouTube videos where I have added the transcripts of the video to each post. And you need the content with the post because that's what KChat will use in order to generate answers from your questions. So now to add this knowledge base to KChat, I'm going to click on the three dots, copy the sync link. Once it's copied to the clipboard, I'm going to go over to my KChat, say add knowledge base. I'm going to call it Optimal Access. I'm going to paste the link over here. And here I need to add a URL if I'm planning to use my KBucket WordPress content gallery as a landing page. I will add that URL. If you're going directly to the source of the content, just add your website URL and create the knowledge base. Now you see here we have created the knowledge base. Now we want to go and build a chatbot from here. First, notice that after you create your knowledge base, it's going to tell you the number of tokens that you have used against your quota. Since you have one more retrain available in here, you can add more posts and retrain it one more time, and it's still within the quota. Next, we are going to go over to settings and create our chatbot. For that, I'm going to say add chatbot. Here, I'm going to select the name for it. The temperature 0.3 is what's usually recommended. You can play along with that. Then I can select an LLM. Different LLMs may use different number of tokens, and we will have a list of that on our website. Then I'm going to select the knowledge base that goes along with this chatbot. I can then select the outbound link. So every time an answer is generated, it generates it with links to the source of the content, and you can choose to have that source land on the KBucket landing page or go directly to the source of the document. I'm going to use source URL, and then you're given a default prompt which you can modify and add different types of prompts, and we're going to take a look at that later. From here, I can just say create chatbot, and now it has created this new chatbot for me. To see it, I'm just simply going to refresh the page. After refreshing, you can see that my KChat chatbot is here. Let's now customize it and interact with it to see how it works. With KChat, you can customize the look and feel and the opening message that appears in your chatbot. So to do that, I'm going to go over to settings, go to my KChat, and then say chatbot appearance. Here you can see I can choose maybe a different color for it. I'm going to choose this red color, and I'm going to say, ask me about optimal access products. So you can customize the opening message and the color to match your website's colors, for example, and then say update the chatbot. So now when I go over to my KChat, you can see the color has changed and I have a new opening message. Next, we want to test to see how the responses work in KChat. Remember that your responses are governed by the system prompt that you put in KChat. There's a default prompt, but you can create new prompts. And in this one, we want to generate comprehensive answers of 80 words or less, given the question based on the provided context. That means only look at your knowledge base. So when I ask a question, how can I set up my OpenAI prompts? It's going to take a look at the context and give us the content. Go to OpenAI screen in Kurator and then generate a link to the source of the content where it generated it from. And you can see that it gives the reference 0 and a timestamp for where it generated all of these answers. And when I click on the link, it's going to take me over to the YouTube video on the YouTube page. However, if I have a KBucket WordPress site or plugin, and you can always use KBucket as a side page to host your KBucket, and I choose the WordPress pop-up link and then update this. And now I go over to my KChat and I ask the same question, how can I set up my OpenAI access? It's going to generate the same answer or a similar answer. And this time when I click on the link, it's going to go to my KBucket page and play the video directly on my website. And you can notice that the content is generated from the descriptions that I have added to Kurator. KChat gives you an analytic dashboard where you can see the number of responses and all the other numbers that correspond to the plan that you have subscribed to. Under the chat logs, you have all of the different question and answer responses in your chat log. And to upgrade, we offer 3 plans currently, and you can simply subscribe and upgrade KChat and deploy it on your website or use it personally for your research. Give it a try and look at the other demos or tutorials to learn more about KChat and how to set up prompts and all of the different aspects of this program or app.